Alrighty, y'all. So today we're going to continue to do division, but I wanted to show another strategy. I think I like this strategy a little bit more than yesterday's strategy, to be honest. So I want to show you another strategy to solve these division problems. Today we're going to think about how division equations, or we're going to think about division equations as missing factor multiplication problems. This might be easier for your students, mostly because we just got done doing multiplication and multiplying large numbers together. So this might be a nice, easy way to kind of make division a little more familiar. This is hanging up in my room and it's color-coded, and I try to drill it in their heads so they know that the divisor times the quotient equals the dividend. So quotient is just a fancy way of saying the answer to a division problem. The divisor is the number that you are dividing by, and the dividend is the number that is being divided. So I just want to go over that real quick. We do focus a lot on vocabulary in here, so a nice refresher when you're helping your student, or if they're watching this video, there it is. So in a one of the ways that we used to do multiplication, sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, would be if we were multiplying, let's say 2 times 16. If I were to do 2 times 16, I could break it up like this. I'd put the 2 over here. I'd break 16 up by 10s and 1s. So in my tens place, I have 10, and in my ones place, I have 6. I know 2 times 10 is 20, and I know 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 20, or 20 plus 12, I know bring down the 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, so 2 times 16 is 32. So that's kind of how we've been showing them how to do multiplication with larger numbers. We were doing things like 27 times 348. So this strategy was used a lot, and the kids got really good at it, which is why I think this strategy for division is going to work out really well for most of them. We do show them multiple strategies so that when testing time comes or when we are doing this, they can pick whatever strategy works for them, because all of their little brains work a lot differently than, like, we're not all the same. So we do try and keep multiple strategies on the table for them, and this is just another one. So if I have a division problem that says 324 divided by 2, I could set it up in a similar way to how I just did that multiplication problem, except this time I'm going to put my 2 right here, put an equal sign there, put my 2 right there, except this time I don't have numbers that go up here along this horizontal line. Instead, I have the whole number 324 that would go in my middle. So here's how you can break it down, though. I want to take a look at these first 2 numbers first. If I know that 2 times 15 is 30, then I'm going to try and get to 32. Then I could say that 2 times 16 is 32. So this is where place value becomes really important, because I'm not just trying to get to 32 because my 3 is in my hundreds place and my 2 is in my tens place. The number that we're actually seeing is 320. So I know that if 2 times 16 is 32, then that means 2 times 160 is 320. Okay? So let me readjust. I can put 160 up here and take 320, let's do 324, which is our dividend, and subtract 320 from there. I'm left with 4. This cancels out and this cancels out. So let me readjust in my box. I'll break this up. Write 320 here because 2 times 160 is 320. I have 4 left over. So now 2 times what equals 4? That is what I'm trying to figure out. So I know 2 times 2 is 4. So I can go ahead and erase a little question mark. 2 times 2 is 4. Correct? Yay. And then I want to add my factors up here. So then I get 162, which shows me that 324 divided by 2 equals 162. So basically, you can check your work and everything if you use this strategy. Well, you can always check your work, but this strategy, it's right in front of you. If you want to do 2 times 160 and then 2 times 4, it should equal the numbers that are right below. So let's do another one. Let's do one from the homework lesson maybe. 483 divided by 3. 483 divided by 3. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my box. Put my 3 right here, and then put my 483 here. So what I'm trying to figure out are the missing factors that go up here. I want to know 3 times what equals 483. And by doing that, I'm going to look at these two numbers again. I know that 3 times 7 equals 21. So then, if I double this and make it 3 times 14, I know my answer will be 42, but I still need a little bit more than that. So then if I do 3 times 15, I know that my answer is going to be 45. Then if I do 3 times 16, then I get 48. Aha, 48. That's what I'm looking for. But 3 times 16 is 48. The value of this is 480. So I really need 3 times 160 because that then equals 480. Okay, so then I need to subtract my 480. Subtract 480. I'm doing it in the box this time. Then I have 3. So let me clean this up a bit. I have 3 left over. Cut that in half. 3 left over. 3 times 160 is 480. And then 160 would go up here because 3 times 160 is 480. I have 3 left. I know 3 times 1 is 3. So I just add up my factors. 160 plus 1 equals 161, which tells me that 483 divided by 3 is 161. So there are, and then that also holds true for here. Now I know that 3 times 161 is 483. If I wanted to check my work in a different way, I could use a similar strategy and say, let's see, we could do 3, put the 3 over here. If I wanted to multiply it by 161 because my divisor times my quotient is my dividend, there's 100 in the ones place. Okay, there's 60 in the tens place. And there's 1 in the ones place. If I wanted to test this, I could say that 3 times 100 is 300. 3 times 60, well, that's a big number. What's 3 times 6? 18. But I can't forget to add that 0, so 180. 3 times 60 is 180. And then 3 times 1 is 3. I can't forget to add all of these numbers together, so 300 plus 180 plus 3 gives me 384, 483. So I just double checked my work, and now I'm way more confident. Well, I was confident before, but now I'm even more confident that 483 divided by 3 is 161, and 3 times 161 is 483. So I hope that's helpful. I hope your students find the strategy that helps them, that fits them the most. If you're teaching them the long division way and they get it, by all means, they can do that. But I just like to show them all kinds of ways so that they can pick and choose whatever works best for them. We're definitely going to be practicing a lot here. I sent some work home so they can practice at home for a little bit. And yeah, have a good one.